Greetings, what's up YouTube? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is feeling righteous. There's times when we make videos when you don't feel like it, but you know you have to. There's a push that comes where you have to release a certain message out to the world, message out to the universe, message out to people that need it. And it's not a forceful feeling, but it's a feeling like, just let me drop this video. Could be from an experience, could be from coming from whatever, you just have to do it. So I'm gonna drop this video. Hope everybody's feeling good. Hope everybody's encouraged. All is going well continuously, so that's a good thing. So this video is about racism, right? And not that kind of racism. Not the kind of racism that's just in front of your face. I'm talking about hidden racism from learned behavior, things that you pick up, energy that you feel, and it can be from way across the way. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that not the kind of racist energy that's just right there in your face. This kind of energy is from a distance. And sometimes it can get right up on me, right? I heard this lady, and this is, I'm gonna give an example of the type of racism that I'm hitting on right now. I heard this lady, we were doing some work in this house. I mentioned this in a video one time. We were doing some work in this lady's house, and her husband just so happened to have passed away. Her husband passed away. And she was talking about how he was a teacher. People are walking back and forth. That's all. She was talking about how her husband was a teacher and what he had to deal with on a day-to-day basis at the school that he was working at and previous schools that he had worked at, what he actually dealt with when it came to his skin color and his nationality, things of that nature. So anyway, rest in peace to her husband. The man had died, and I think he was just past his, he was still in his late 50s, somewhere around there. If I'm not mistaken, it was his late 50s. I was talking to someone today on how when you're bothered, see, you have to realize if you can't outsmart racism, and sometimes we all have to deal with it and figure out ways to maneuver around it. When you can't outsmart it, it takes a toll because your subconscious mind knows that it's happening. Your subconscious mind knows that it's there. The energy that you feel in life, you feel it, and it's real in some people's life. It's just real. It's just how they live. Sometimes I don't even think the people that are doing that, I don't even think they know why. It's just something to do. If you have that kind of personality. So anyway, back to the story. This lady's and this was a weird place to do a video because people walking back and forth and they just looking, so whatever. So this lady's husband passed away, and it was natural causes, whatever that means, right? Natural causes, which means, I guess, we all naturally pass away, but it's due to, like, in other words, he wasn't shot or stabbed or died in a car accident or something like that. So it was something that was taking place in his body. But being a what they call a darker complected man on this planet, the amount of stress that you can encounter if you don't outsmart it, You know the amount of racism that you can encounter if you don't outsmart it. You know the lust that follows behind it, from the TV to the porn to the, I mean, there's all kind of entities that are mixed in, all kind of energies that are mixed in when it comes to racism. Um, and it's directed. This kind of stuff is directed toward certain individuals. So what happens is when you're not, and I'm not being judgmental at all, but when you're not smart enough to outsmart what's trying to kill you mentally, you die early. There's no other way to put it. You die early because you're constantly being bothered. You became a school teacher to help people, but there's people there that live racism. So they have it out for you every day. 5 days a week, 8 hours a day to 10 hours a day, you get to encounter these individuals. I don't like to talk about stories like this without solution. But in some cases, the only solution is inside of you. It's the gratefulness. It's the prayers. It's the meditation. It's the talking to God out loud. It's the cries. I made that video, It's Okay to Cry. It's the cries. The cry is just a cleansing. I feel like it's cleaning. You know, we take showers to clean the outside. We cry to cleanse the inside because for some reason or another, it just makes you feel better. So to all of the men that deal with this, to all of the men that have to deal with this particular energy that roams the planet, gratefulness, meditation, and I'm talking about, when I say meditation, it doesn't mean that you have to go somewhere and lay down and be still. It's like how I do it. I tell myself, don't respond. You see what's happening. You see that force is coming. Don't respond. As long as it's not touching me or getting into my comfort zone and making me feel uncomfortable, to where if I can escape it, don't respond. In traffic, don't respond. The car's coming. You see them behind you. They trailing you like this. Don't respond. By me not responding, I'm letting it go. And if I do respond, there's a way to respond. There's a way to respond. So by me telling myself not to respond to a certain situation, I win. I was at the gas station the other day, and I encountered a couple. The girl walked past me. I saw a person. It's the difference if you're looking at people like with this thought, or you just see somebody pass you in your peripheral vision. You just saw somebody pass. So by the time she got to her car, I'm on the other side of the gas station. By the time she got to her car, I heard this little argument break out. I'm like, whoa. And they were in a rather nice car, and I heard something boom, and I guess she was screaming at the guy like, why did you were wrecking the car up, you messing the car up, or something like that. They were arguing about that. So I gets over there and I hear somebody say, what are you looking at? I'm like, whoa, what are you looking at? So I immediately said to myself, don't respond. I'm not even in the vicinity yet. I'm coming around to pump gas. I'm, the racism, the jealousy that other men have. People. Could be a woman, could be a man. Just in an instant, I could have responded. Boom. Man, dude fighting, or the shooting, or whatever, how he want to react in the gas station could have been something that happened just that quick. Responding to jealousy, racism, what have you. I never even, and let me include this part. I was pumping the gas, and then I heard bottles getting thrown in the trash can, and I laughed. I was like, don't respond. And nobody hit you, don't respond. Then I guess that was the girl throwing something in the trash. So she walked back across. I guess now she's trying to make the guy mad. She walked back across, and I guess she went and got some change, and then she came back, and he got out the car and threw a bottle in the trash can right next to him. I'm like, and there was a trash right by them, but they threw it was like, I guess she was angry because of his reaction, and he was just angry the fact that I was just there. Period. We've all grown from different levels of this garbage, but these immature levels are in the lower levels of people's mind on planet Earth, and we have to move past it. People don't have a reason. People don't need a reason, and they don't necessarily have a reason to not like you personally, or give, even on jobs. And why you think, I mean, dude, I don't think it's no accident that a lot of these places were overflown with hate in these jobs and these racism and all of this. It's no shock to me, like what's happening right now with this pandemic and the fact that we have to, cover our face up. And we got this one the other day. Let me see if I got this thing here. I doubt it if I have it. Sorry. Hold on. My videos are not edited and all of that, so I'll just do them straight up. But we going to the level of getting all this stuff and getting these masters. I think I got another one. Me and my cousin was together yesterday. And then I got, let me see. So we was together yesterday, and then I got this one. So this is how we walking around now. But just metaphorically speaking, right? Just metaphorically speaking, we wearing stuff like this. What does this look like? Can somebody tell me what this is? What does this look like? But this is how we've been acting with each other. The eye. This automatically turns your eyes into something opposed to, hey, how you doing? Not having crap like that on your face. So nobody's perfect, right? Except for the ones that are, and I believe that we all are perfect, even if we perfectly wrong. But not a lot of people call being wrong perfect. But that's how you learn from mistakes, by actually being wrong about something. Being wrong about the way you treat other individuals should not feel good, so we correct that. I must say, all the work that I've been doing on myself, I have been getting a lot of major compliments. I'm talking about from encountering other human beings. So it's never always all bad. As a matter of fact, there's always 90. It's in most situations. In most situations, there's always a 90% good. There's always a 90% good and a 10% of that other stuff. So I'm learning a lot about just maintaining. I heard a man said, a situation that can cost you hasn't happened yet. So by faith, we just walk the planet and we move in a certain direction, and we move a certain kind of way because we to prevent things from happening. But it hasn't happened yet. So that's the blessing in life, is that I'm living life, and all of that, the negativity that could happen, like at the gas station, all that response that I gave it worked in my favor, but it could have went in a different direction. So all over just nothing. So we live and we learn. The main thing is that we're still here, and as long as you're still here, even through this pandemic, you can enjoy yourself. I'm busy enough. I don't have to play busy. I don't have to, all that falsifying stuff, you know, being ashamed of life and lying to people and all of that. You just got to just be truthful, because we all feel like we're supposed to have this certain status that tells other people that we're doing the right thing, we're living above. And sometimes our growth is a straight process. We have to process through it, you know. So that place of happiness that you have inside of you is the way to survive. Okay, is the way to survive. That's the way to survive this this thing, whatever they call life. This thing that we call life. That's the way to survive it. You have to outsmart it. You have to know when to get away. You have to know when it's time to leave a situation. And you have to work that thing to the fullest. And it just happens for me now. It just happens naturally. It's not like I'm running from anything or nothing like that. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with what they call being smart and protecting your energy, protecting yourself. Back to the story about the man. I don't want to leave this point out. The man died early, in my opinion, because as an Afro person on this planet, all depends on where you live and all depends on where you work. You're being needled because of your skin color. People are needling you. People are picking at you. God bless. Keep your head up.